And now with Tormentor being moved to 20-minute mark, Axe has another 5 minutes of not needing to take the fight, especially if he's not having that good of a lane where he can actually farm his Blink Dagger.
33 and 2,
JT,
34 and
making
5.
a move. They want to punish him.
Ooh. TP out, PYW now on the run. Shadow Realm Strike lands on a PYW. The chase is on with the Scorched Earth, and this should be a kill for Ame, and will be. Gossamer Kid.
Yep.
Went over this yesterday. I still remembered. My memory working. All right, Hope Stomp. Bramble Maze and X Nova. He's only level 5. Commit the Chaotic Offering to get the kill into the Phoenix. They'll use this Stampede to get on top of Monet. He needs help, but he won't have any. And that will be both kills for the side of Xtreme Gaming. If they can catch Ame, but he also does have help from Polosin, who's got Chaotic Offering ready again. They see him, and they'll drop the Chaotic Offering, but Ame's still in trouble. Hexed up, Serpent Ward's there. They get the kill. They'll end up trading PYW for the life of Ame. JT also looking like he might die, but he's got some help as the Supernova explodes, and he's able to phase Boots into some safety. Not really doing anything. But now, they've got the call.
Stop hitting
themselves pretty hard. And you kind of see it being really frustrating for them. And Somnus, he's silenced and he's dead. X Nova also falls. It took all that to get XXS. JT gets the call onto the Warlock, but there are 4 heroes here. Curse Crown's going to pop. PYW needs to continue to run. And this shall be a dead JT2.
Retaliate. And Storm Spirit, this is the second time that we're seeing Storm rushing Orchid, wanting to have that extra bit of a control, fighting the backlines, punishing the other Spirit.
Think about the Chaotic Offering. Vortex, ooh, misses the Hoof Stomp. Chaotic Offering still comes through, but they're going to kill into Polosin, and PYW
is very low in mana.
Oh, PYW is able to survive. Sunray now on XM. Stone Gaze committed. And that is now another 100 gold for Monet.
Having Devour, having Hand of Midas that he did sell. Can still go back to it if he wants to.
JT was aggressive on that move, and that is probably going to cost him his life. He was the one who blinked in, I believe, and now ends up dead. XM getting the kill, and not the best usage of Divine Rapier, that's for sure. Remnant forward, but they've got the Hex. They'll have the Shackle. The Chaotic Offering will stop that. XM's able to now move in and look for PYW. And that will be a dead Shadow Shaman. Fatal Bond stopping the Blink Dagger coming through from JT. But the Terrorize is in. Jinku is going to survive into the Shadow Realm, so he is still alive. BKB popped by Somnus. They've got the Vortex now landing on a Monet. They're starting to single out this Medusa. But how long are they willing to chase? Call used by JT. He blinks away. That was a call into the Ancients. He'll start to run this top way out, but no BKB puts the Battle Hunger on XXS.
Out.
He's trying to go back towards the rest of his team. Balling all the way through with the BKB being committed here. They go to this Sunray. Chaotic Offering. Ooh, pops on a 3 to actually stop the Icarus time. Stone Gaze was used. Monet did a lot of damage to himself. But now XXS has already killed PYW. He is so tanky, but he's right here by these Serpent Wards, and I don't think he cares. All this damage being done by Somnus doesn't really add up to anything. The upheaval kind of keeping the rest of the team out of the fight. They get the kill into JT. They'll look over now as it's XM who's in trouble. The Fire Spirits, they still don't have the damage. Oh, the Hoof Stomp lands. Triple kill for Ame. Looks like they're going to kill Somnus. Ame with an ultra kill, and TPing out is this Medusa. Although if they could just kill Centaur, I think things change for Azure Ray. The 3-man stun into the 4-man Vortex.
This fight's immediately over.
It's so over. Xtreme with just a solid combo. They only get the supports for now, but they'll start to clean up on the edge. They'll take out JT. They'll look for Monet. That's going to be 4 dead again for Azure Ray, all off the combo of a 3-man host stomp, 4-man vortex.
XXS, he has always shined at these link initiators. Centaur below his level, which is pretty much everybody.
Finding another. And that will give XM 18 galvanized stacks. They also find JT, who will call and dunk on the Dark Willow. They also find Ame, down to about 1/3 of its health, but another Bramble Maze inside of the pit.
15 seconds until Ame's back.
They are really denying them this Roshan. XXS is going to stand forward with the Gale Guard. Hook Stomp coming in, only hits onto the Medusa for now. But they need to be careful because they might just ball lightning and go for this. But they'll Supernova, Chaotic Offering, Vortex on it too.
XXS got it.
Up by XXS. But the Supernova goes off. They get the kill to XM. They'll take out the first life on the Centaur. And there's the Bedlam. X-Nova falls. Ame on the run, but they'll hook stop, and now they'll get Monet. Oh, he tried to TP out. That is unfortunate.
Oh man, XXS really carrying this game. Solo pushing the tower.
Gets the 2-3, looking to finish off some megas. JT very dead. Terrorize doesn't connect. But he does have buyback. Hope Stomp, Somnus. They did get XXS. They did kill him 1 time. Now he's got this heart. I don't know if they can kill him 2 times.
We're talking about 140 per second.
Can they pull off the hold? Medusa up in 6. Buyback available for JT. Yule, Somnus, BKB, Doomed, and...
Doomed and dead. Yeah, he's gone. Don't even think about it. He's just gone.
He'll die. He's got buyback. Something that he'll have to commit. Axe not even going to commit the buyback. They're actually going to just let Mega Creeps go. Or so it seems. XXS just standing tall. Has just about 7,000 health. They're going to buy back here on Somnus. They get the kill into the Dark Willow. They'll at least take out that. No buyback. Actually used it previously in that Roche fight. So you're losing no health. Oh boy. That is Monet in a lot of trouble. Force the Stone Gaze. They stampede the TP attempt, and he is out.
He also found Pyrrhic Cloak. Brawny Pyrrhic Cloak. Like, it doesn't get better than this. As a Centaur enjoyer myself, this is the peak Centaur performance. Maybe you can throw in some Aghanim Scepter to save people, but other than that, it just doesn't get better than this. Literally unkillable throughout the whole game.
Throne exposed. Azure Ray holding on till the end of times, but now they've got that Vortex. That'll come through with the Chaotic Offering. Monet, no mana, no life. Dead for 90. Icarus dive into the Supernova, but it looks like this egg will be omeletted. Not looking like it's going to matter. The Throne exposed. The GG is called, and Xtreme Gaming will take game number 1 in this best of 3.
This game was relatively close for the first 15-ish, 20 minutes, and then Xtreme Gaming just said, this lineup.
It really was just the Centaur game of games, and he's my spotlight, in my opinion. Ame had a really good game, though.
Yeah, he was
12-2-9. He could be the guy to keep the game afloat, especially if Ame's the one getting focused.
Yeah, you can keep them alive, and this is also a hero that doesn't die that easily. XXS didn't.
Considering the damage output, if the Aphotic Shield and the Ether Shock start to stack up on him.
Getting the double courier kill.
Ame's in trouble. JT was looking for that kill, even taking a couple of shots under the tower. Nobody here to really help out. And these creeps taking all the tower shots, and Ame just trying to juke through the trees. Goes back up, but the creeps are blocking him now. And JT will get first blood. Pelosin just nowhere to be found to help out. Their spells were like pretty worthless.
Oh, I remember now, but I don't remember. I just remember some guy coming to a mid lane, throwing a blood grenade, and then going back to his lane.
Yeah, that was it. He gets that kill, he evens up the kill score. But again, still, XXS happy with what he's getting over towards bottom. We'll put some damage onto Monet. Has some extra help. Has the blood grenade, the hex there too, and the kill onto Monet. And actually, the glimpse puts him closer to X Nova. That's pretty long cooldown, level 1.
Yeah. It also levels up with Static Storm, so the cooldown doesn't go down that much. Like, it goes on by 6 seconds, but you still need to be in
top
6.
Ame. Oh, JT, the damage. This is looking like another one of those Centaur games. Uh-oh.
2 supports, they can only watch him. There's not much they can do about it.
And we'll see if X Nova is able to use that electromagnetic repulsion well enough to keep somebody alive.
I can't wait. XM didn't make a move yet. I mean, they tried to make a move, but also he's been pretty unlucky with the runes, 50-50 every single time.
Oh, he already used the repulsion, so they are going to get this kill on X Nova. They use the chaotic offering. They're trying to get Monet, but here comes the rest of the team. They're all here with the Stampede as well as the hook stop that lands on the 2. XM ball lightning further. Trying to get anything he can, but
XXS,
Monet is already harm's way.
He's chasing, knowing that Hoof Stomp is still on cooldown in the previous few patches to try to fix this. It doesn't even work, does nothing.
Ame. Hook shot, Cogs, and this might be a dead drow for the 3rd time, and by might be, it is me. And will be. Shut up. Yeah, there's no comeback to that. PYW here with some help, and borrowed time will get popped, but is anybody coming their way? They do have both supports starting to show up. They don't really have anything to lock down Somnus completely. Aether Remnant lands on XM, and now they go to the chaotic offer. Once again, they'll throw this in. They go to the hook shot that lands. ZinQ in trouble. Zipping, looking for Monet. They might be able to get this kill. The Fatal Bond's damage helps out. They'll lose both supports on the side of Xtreme Gaming, but they do get the carry on the side of Azure Ray, and they should be able to get X Nova as well, and an easy escape for XXS as he's glimpsed back. But they might even want more. Drow ganking and getting a kill gets PYW.
Hell yeah. Picking up haste. The last 2 runes.
I mean, I've had Honey Nut Curios before, but I don't know what that is. This usually doesn't work. However, it's not the tankiest of Centaurs at the moment.
Okay, are you focusing him down or not? He's still attacking with old Serpent Wards. He's still attacking the tower while everybody else is focusing the Centaur.
Borrowed time already popped early on, but they do have this Radiance burning a little bit. The Static Storm, the Chaotic Offering all coming through, and this is a problem for the Abaddon, who will finally fall, but they get Somnus. So taking out that Void Spirit is potentially worth it.
They want more.
Now, meanwhile, gets the Ags off this top lane. He's in the bottom lane. These 2 heroes so low won't drop on the side of Azure Ray. So this is all opening up space for Drow. They do end up getting the Void Spirit, but they do lose that Abaddon, who has that Radiance burning.
We'll see if he decides to get a BKB of his own, or if he wants the Pike immediately after, depending if Abaddon's going to be taking care of him. BKB is a safer choice. Again, initiating 2 XM.
That hook shot.
Engine Q.
I mean, it's not...
Can he get a shield off? Yes, he can.
It's going to end up mattering now. I mean, it ends up getting PYW killed because they're unable to get the kill on a ZinQ quick enough because that hook shot hit those neutral creeps.
On the Dire side, so we'll see if they're going to be going that way. Ame, they know. Radiance can't connect him.
They're going for this Drow, wanting to shut him down. This is something that they dealt with in this first series, so Ame not too unfamiliar with the situation of being the sacrificial lamb on this team.
As long as they're getting the farm on the other side of the map, that's perfectly fine. Also love the itemization from Jinkyu picking up Glimmer Cape, so that's going to give him good survivability, not opting to go for anything greedy, not going for...
Ooh. They thought about maybe going for the Void Spirit for a second, but instead focused their attention on the Centaur, hitting into the Blade Mail. Now Somnus making the jump. He's got the silence on the 3. The hook shot lands on Ame. The Chaotic Offering is going to be thrown over from Pelosin. They'll stampede on top of Ame, trying to get this kill, but JT very vulnerable. He's going to end up dead here. They've got themselves one. They'll look over at Monet. They'll take the Aegis, and they haven't lost anything yet on the side of Xtreme Gaming. They'll take Somnus' life in PYW, and this is Monet in trouble and dead, shredded through by the side of Xtreme Gaming, who take a very decisive fight.
Farming, not gonna say the whole map because the map is massive, and now Azure Ray
They land
try to go for a play. Scan did connect.
Blinko stop, and they got the silence. Can they get the kill? The hook shot comes through. They got the BKB though. Now it's going to be the ball landing out of the Static Storm. Drow's on the other side of the fight. PYW hit with that Orchid. Fatal Bonds on a 3, but XXS in the face of Monet, who pops his own BKB. Going after this Shadow Shaman who's got that Glimmer Cape and stays out of vision. Link hook stomp Ame, vulnerable for a moment, but the BKB's going to run out here on this Bristleback. So Monet, he'll get shredded down, ends up dying. PYW's dead. Jinkyu finally falls on the side of Xtreme Gaming, but Somnus going in and looking for something. He'll dissimulate, and now he needs to be careful. XM, he will get this kill onto Somnus, become godlike, and that is 3 heroes dead on the side of Azure Ray.
Jinkyu is in the trees. Pelosin in relatively good spot.
Smoke's gonna break. Blink to stop. Finds themselves this Warlock. They'll get the kill. He doesn't have buyback with the BKB being popped here, though, by this Storm. The starts to pull in, but the BKB's been popped by Monet. They've got themselves the hook shot that lands on Ame, but they have nobody to follow it up. JT as well as Somnus just kind of away from the fight. The Aether Remnant lands onto the Shadow Shaman. They get the kill into PYW. They look over at Jinkyu, who's got that Glimmer Kit as well as the mech. Static Storm onto 3, but they'll find the Shadow Shaman. They get the kill there. Somnus, he's still fighting back, but Ame, he's got this BKB. He's got the damage. They'll get that kill into Monet and Somnus, and they will not lose this Drow. They'll try to TP out X-Nova, but Ame just doing way too much.
I was watching him. He was so patient with the BKB. His positioning was really good.
This time the side of XG will smoke, and they have smoked on Azure Ray to try and make a competitive play, but the smoke gets broken as XXS is on the high ground. Airball, Blink, hook stomp, but they pop the BKB on Monet. They've got the Static Storm around on 2. Hook shot actually hits Ame as well as Pelosin. PYW in the face of both of the Drow as well as this Warlock, but the Chaotic Offering is going to be committed as well as the Fatal Bonds. They get the kill on Monet. They take out PYW, and they'll look for Somnus. They've got the silence. They'll take out a 3rd. They don't have buyback on anybody. They'll call GG, and Xtreme Gaming, they'll be in the upper bracket final against Yakult Brothers as they win this series 2-0.
This was, have in mind, first pick Storm Spirit again, and XM didn't die a single time. Having a blast of a game, immunity, and just tanking things up, plus also getting the Force Staff against the Clockwork, pushing people out of trouble. And you mentioned it as well, him going for the XP rune on the enemy side of the map 20 minutes in, while the rest of the team is also picking up the XP rune on their side of the map.